Gemini, you are up for your love reading. Before I start, let me always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it is not your story, please don't try to make it fit. I am just a person sitting here reading the tarot cards. Now, let's talk about the Oracle deck. I have two Oracle decks that I use for this reading. The first card that came out in the first Oracle deck is Cassette. It says outdated thinking, emotional or conditioning, replaying events. Oh, conditioning and replaying events. And then it says over in your head. So this is something that someone can't seem to forget. I lean towards you on this one, but the thing is that whatever was being provided wasn't enough. And this could be on both sides in the sense of where you're thinking about things. I do believe that you, and obviously from the title, I'm talking to people who are married, if you're tuning into this. I do believe that you strongly considered staying with the person that you're with, or at one point, if you're already divorcing, that you consider staying with the person that you're with. One of the reasons that you didn't stay is because you felt it just wasn't enough. And what I'm getting of not enough, meaning enough of what they were giving you, and also feeling like you were enough for them. I get from this energy with these cards that this person was very social. And with that, both attempted to put in work, because I have not enough, but also I have hammer, where sabotage is one of the things, but also another one of the things for this particular card is persistent. And I do believe at one point, both parties were trying to make something work. Part of this was the physical aspect of it, because in another Oracle deck, I have two cards that came out. One is Snack and one is Swept Up. On the Snack, it says obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. On the Swept Up, it says head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. And I believe on the Swept Up, it might have been like that in the beginning. And with certain things physically, it can feel like that in the moment, because I do believe there's a strong physical attraction. I do believe that sex played a role, more specifically when we go to the tarot deck with the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands, where I feel this person, anytime things were separating a little bit, this person tried to use sex to bring you back in. And it might have worked a few times, but now the shine is sort of worn off. And at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands plus the Seven plus the Ace, you have the aspect of communication. And I just believe that the communication wasn't there for what you wanted, mostly because there wasn't always truth in the communication. One of the cards that came out is the Ace of Swords. This is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With the Ace of Swords being here, is telling me that you wanted truth. Good, bad, or ugly, you just want the truth. And you want, I'm hearing consistent communication, not just communication on Mondays, but communication 7 days a week. That was another thing that was playing a role in this. Now, the Eight of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, came out. You could be dealing with the water sign. Also, the King of Cups, which is water energy, more specifically Scorpio energy. Some of you might be dealing with the Scorpio. With the King plus the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, which goes to wish fulfillment. At one point, this was what you thought you wanted, until that thing called the truth got in the way, going back to the Ace of Swords, where you just feel this person isn't being open about who they are or how they feel. And also, the reason you Eight of Cups walking away was because you feel like the foundation was not based off of truth. And the foundation comes into play because we have the Four of Wands, which deals with foundation and commitment and all of those things. But the card that came out with the Four of Wands was the Devil. And the devil, it can deal with insecurities and codependency and all of this other stuff, but also the devil can deal with lies. And I believe that the foundation of what originally started was not based off of truth. It was based off of something else. And I also believe that the truth got lost up and everything, lost in the sauce, fell between the cracks because of the strong sexual connection, because of getting swept up in head over heels, that being an issue. That's why it was hard for this to have a chance to begin with, because it was never based in truth. It was the foundation was not truth. It was lack thereof, to be more precise. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords plus the Ace of Swords is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can be about blocking. Two of Swords can be about making a decision. I believe that there was some type of blocking happening, because if we do Ace of Wands plus Seven of Wands, which is Eight of Wands plus Knight of Wands, that is Nine of Wands. Now, for some of you, the person might try to come back in and try to hold this together. They might refuse. If there is a divorce happening and papers are being sent, I do see them like refusing to sign the papers at first because they want to make it work. They'll try the same tactics when it comes to physical, but that doesn't faze you as much, because all you care about is peace of mind, because that's what the Ace of Swords is about too. The Ace of Swords is a truth card. It is also a victory card, and it's a peace of mind card, because the truth goes a long way. And I think that is more of your concern. And because you're in that Queen of Swords energy, you don't have the patience to humor people. You're more of, okay, what can we do to move forward in I heard in an adult way? What can we do to move forward in an adult way? And how can we maintain a relationship that is respectful? I'm hearing respect a lot in my head. Maybe there was a lack of respect in the marriage, possibly, but I feel afterwards there's a requirement of respect on both sides. Is what I'm getting. But I really don't feel anything physical could save this marriage. Is the marriage savable? Possibly. If you, again, we all have free will. If you want to put in the time and try to make it work, by all means. But the Queen of Swords is a divorce card. So that's why I feel a divorce is more than likely the end result. And then you would just have to go from there. But that is your message. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, be blessed.